Welcome to the Mamilennials podcast, where we don't claim to have all the answers, just a willingness to figure it out. We're your hosts, Jocelyn
and Lauren, proud girl moms and best friends sharing our take on mommyhood. Whether you're changing a dirty diaper, stuck in traffic, or just have a minute to yourself,
we're so happy you're here. Mamilennials, we're celebrating today.
I would say, let me try to get through this episode without crying, but I can't make any promises.
Okay, that's fine.
Cue the tears. She's way more excited about this than me. I have mixed emotions.
I'm happy. I'm like, let's do it. I've been cheering you on this whole time.
Should we tell them what we're celebrating?
Do you guys want to know what we're celebrating?
Duh.
Okay, go.
I have officially weaned.
Woohoo! Lauren has officially weaned.
I hope everyone knows what that means.
I hope so. It's a mom podcast.
Yeah. I have closed the milk factory.
Dun, dun, dun.
I am no longer a walking cow. A walking cow.
Yeah.
Cows walk. I'm no longer a milk machine.
Whatever we want to call it. Lauren's titties are free.
We have closed the tap.
Woohoo! No.
How many more
pumping.
analogies can we come up
No more pumping. No more late night feeds. No more something else.
No more nothing.
No more nothing. Okay. To celebrate.
Yes.
We have a fun little treat. So, I mean, everybody here knows I'm an IBS girly. I don't think they know that we, kind of share that in common. So
it's out in the open now.
As IBS girlies, we had decided that we would cheers with a probiotic soda, as we like to drink.
Oh,
were you not a part? Was that just a me decision?
I think that was a you decision. I don't drink probiotic sodas.
Dead.
But
I do all the time.
When Jarritos came out with a probiotic soda,
oh, of course,
I was all in.
Yeah.
So here we are trying Jarritos' newest and latest Sana prebiotic soda, not probiotic soda.
I said prebiotic.
Oh, I said pro.
Oh.
Prebiotic soda, and it's high in fiber.
I love this. When I'm a probiotic, I have been saying probiotic. I'm a prebiotic soda girly.
Yeah.
I also love Jarritos, duh, who doesn't?
Exactly.
So when I saw this, I was like, wait.
This is the perfect thing to cheers to.
This is amazing.
Cheers with.
Yeah.
Cheers to and cheers with.
And I love this on the back.
Cheers to Jarritos bringing this to fruition. It's so cute. Sana Colita de Rana. Do you want to read the rest?
Sure. Inspired by the cherished rhyme from moms and abuelas, it's a lifetime of care and wisdom passed down through generations. Today, sana means more than healing. It's about thriving and living a life full of flavor.
I am obsessed. We're going guava.
Can we do one of these?
Yes. We're going guava, guys, because we are guava girlies.
I'll say I was torn.
We were torn because
the can is yellow. Mm-hmm. Y'all know we're pink girls.
We need a pop of color.
Yeah, you're right. And yellow is in these days.
It is. But just FYI, Sana has a couple different flavors, and one of them is strawberry.
Yeah. Which
is a pink can. But we had to go guava today.
Yeah. Okay. Let's open.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Yay. Okay. Don't spill.
I know. That's why I'm...
Look at me. I'm a professional.
Look at you. Somebody hire this girl. I'm not paying her. So, here we go. Cheers to you fully weaning.
Let's
Yay.
see. This
Okay,
is fantastic.
That is delicious. Okay, it kind of looks like champagne.
It does.
Wait, this is so good.
This is delicious. I can easily finish this can.
Wow. Okay, wait, I love that.
It's so light. It's so refreshing. It has the perfect amount of bubbles. It tastes like guava.
It does. It doesn't taste artificial.
Not at all. 40 calories. 10 grams of fiber is crazy.
Y'all know I don't know anything about any of that.
You know, your
But
recommended
if Lauren says it's crazy.
your recommended
It's crazy.
fiber amount should be 30 grams a day.
So this is a third.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just drink 3 of those.
I love it. Wow, that was amazing.
Yeah. I'm really happy that we decided to celebrate with Sana Sana.
Shout out to Sana Sana. Do you do Sana Sana with your kids?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, me too, with Aurora. Except for one of these women, I don't even know if it's one of the like kids books people. I think it's Canta con Isa, has come out with their own kind of rendition of Sana Sana. And
Okay.
it goes like this.
Oh, she's going into song.
And it goes like it goes sana sana colita de rana, si no sana hoy sanará mañana.
Hey.
Do 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 do. So now when Aurora hurts herself and she goes sana sana and I go see sana sana colita de rana, she goes do do do. So I have to do the whole do 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 do.
That song is a banger.
It is. It's really good. I mean, shout out to Canta con Isa. Her songs are. I could sing multiple right now, but we won't waste our listeners' time with that.
I mean, at this point, we need to sing on every episode because we kind of have been doing that.
Okay, well, I
Low-key.
performed for us today, so
I got you on the next one.
great. Okay, so how are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little all over the place. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm in rare form. Mm-hmm. I woke up today feeling really, really good. 2 nights ago was my last bedtime feed, aka the last feed. The last feed.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. And I cried.
Oh.
Yeah. I cried during the last feed. I cried as I was putting her into her crib. I'm probably going to start crying right now. And then the next day, we did the Annapolis Run Fest. So I kind of had to just snap out of it a little bit. Mm-hmm. But as I was on that run, I was thinking about it a lot. And it actually helped me get through the race like super quick. Super quickly.
What feelings are there for you that like make you cry?
My hormones are all over the place. And I knew that that was going to happen. I don't remember my hormones being that all over the place with Mila, but I think I saw something recently on Instagram where another mom had been weaning and she was talking about the hormonal shift, and it just got really evident that I was going through that because the smallest thing would just make me cry. Funny story, actually. It was about a week and a half into weaning. Mm-hmm. My sister comes over. She's staying with us for the weekend. We're just catching up, spending time together. She pulls out an old school Game Boy.
Wow.
Yeah. I immediately get
Like
excited.
the big
No, it was the flippy one,
Oh,
the like closed one. And I immediately get excited and I'm like, oh my God. My eyes start watering.
The nostalgia.
I'm having this moment,
Yeah.
this nostalgic moment. And then she's like, turn it on. And I turn it on and it is the game Yoshi's Island 3 that I played nonstop.
I'm sorry, I'm just thrown off because you didn't strike me as a Game Boy girly.
I am a game girly for certain games. Not everything. Like, I can't sit here and say I'm a gamer. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But there were certain games that I
That would just
got
like suck you in.
addicted to.
Mm-hmm.
We won't talk about the whole list today, but
this is one of them. Okay.
Yoshi's Island was my thing. I had a pink Game Boy Advance, the like pink clear. I don't know if you remember these.
I'm not a game girly like at all. So.
All right. So my other millennial moms out there, I know one of you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. So Yoshi's Island, I would play that thing in the car, in my like everywhere. And I just started crying.
Yeah.
Because it took me back to those days. There's just something about your childhood being in an object.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. It was just kind of like a connection to a really great time of my life where I had no worries, you know?
Yeah.
And I was really good at that game. I just started bawling my eyes out. And Stephanie started laughing in true Stephanie fashion. But also she knew what it meant. So she was like, I was excited to bring it.
Yeah.
And she
brought it for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know
Did you play it?
Of course I played it.
Were you still good?
Of course. I was a little rusty, but I got there.
Yeah.
And she ended up spending like the whole day with us. We went to Mila's gymnastics class, and then I go to the bathroom and I wipe and I audibly gasp because my period arrived.
Oh gosh. Ugh.
And everything just clicked in that moment. Because, you know,
remember like a month ago, you were, I don't know if you were emotional or something was going on. And I was like, are you going to get your period? And you were like, girl, I have not gotten that thing yet.
You asked me if I was on my period.
Yeah. Something was going on. And you were like, I have not gotten it. And I was like, damn, you are lucky.
I am really lucky. Same thing happened with Mila. As soon as I started weaning, my period came. But when my period came, I mean, I stared at it for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it was weird because it felt like all of Layla's life flashed in my head.
I don't know. Yeah.
Which is so weird. It's weird. I just think there's a lot going on right now. This is a very long-winded answer to say. There's a lot of shifts happening. Layla is about to turn 1 next month. My period has returned. Very sad. I've weaned. And everything else, life. It just feels there's a lot going on. And I'm trying to get through all of it. There's a lot of processing that usually happens around now. And it's overwhelming. Yeah.
You know, one thing I want to touch on is you said you didn't think you felt this many feelings or something with Mila when you weaned with Mila. A part of me feels like it's just we didn't know we needed to acknowledge the shift. Because in retrospect, I can see that I was having a big hormonal shift. But I remember in the moment, for some reason, not feeling like I should. And wondering why I felt the way that I felt. Like, I knew I felt off. I knew I didn't feel okay. But I was like, why is this happening? And I think you told me. Like, yeah, girl, because you're not breastfeeding anymore. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And all I remember is, I mean, we can go into later how I weaned. But once I had weaned during the day and I was just doing it at night, you know, I had plans to breastfeed for an extended period of time. Like, back then, I thought I would still be breastfeeding right now. And you would always call me crazy for it. And at the time I was like, you're crazy. And now I'm like, no, yeah, that was crazy. And I don't know how moms do that. Like, props to them. And I'm sure, like, if my weaning journey hadn't gone the way that it had gone, that it went, I would still be doing it. But I don't think you realize how much it actually takes from you until, and I think that's why I'm excited, right? Because I'm like, yeah.
Well, yeah.
You, like, are freed up.
Jocelyn has heard me bitch and moan about pumping for 11 months.
Yeah, I mean, pumping sucks. But what I remember
and waking up. Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's so much.
Like breastfeeding, pumping, all of it.
What were you going to
is a
say
lot.
though? You remember what?
Oh, I remember when I was only feeding at night, I knew I had to figure out how to stop because I would be feeding her and this like I would feel this physical wave. This like physical wave of sadness. And I wasn't sad. It would just it like a actual wave would come over me and I would just start bawling. And I would be feeding her and crying and feeding her and crying. And I would be like, this is not normal. And like, this is not okay.
This was towards the end?
This was towards the end. That's when I was like, I don't know if you remember, but you and I had a conversation where I was like, I'm just not enjoying it anymore.
Yeah, I do.
And you were
remember
like, that's enough of a reason to stop. And I was like, but it's not like I'm not enjoying it. It's like my body's not letting me enjoy it. My body's telling me like, hey, we don't like this anymore. My hormones are like, girl, you stop during the day. Like this is not it.
Yeah.
And that's why I ended up weaning at night.
With Mila, she was waking up in the middle of the night and I was going in and breastfeeding her. And that was what was keeping it going. Because my goal was to reach 12 months. I ended up breastfeeding for 14. Those other 2 months after she turned 1 was just her waking up in the middle of the night. And I was starting to grow this annoyance with it. And I realized that she just wanted the boob at night. And I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. How did you stop that?
With Mila?
Yeah.
I just, one night she cried. I went in and I didn't offer the boob. And I just held
her. She
her.
didn't turn into a like ravaged animal?
No. She just went to sleep. Go figure.
That was not my experience.
I know.
So
I'm like, how long ago could I have done that? But completely different experience with Layla, by the way.
Yeah.
Just the whole breastfeeding journey in itself, but the weaning process as well.
Easier, better, harder.
Easier, just different. I'm a different mom than I was back then with Mila. And Layla she just adapts, man. She's such an adaptable baby.
Yeah.
So I make one change and she adapts to it.
She's like, okay, this is chill.
She's like, okay.
Thanks, Mom.
Whatever. And I don't know why I expected her to be like for the first night that I didn't breastfeed her, and she wasn't. That's about it. The last feed, I was like, I was crying, and I was telling her how much I loved her and how I did this for her and et cetera, et cetera. And she was just looking at me like, are you going to put me in the crib or like, what is happening?
Did you take a picture of your last feed?
I did.
You took one with Mila too.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many pictures breastfeeding Aurora. So I didn't take a picture of my last feed because I didn't know.
You made up for it.
Yeah, I didn't know that my last feed was my last feed.
Yeah, but you made up for it with the amount of pictures you took of breastfeeding.
I have so many pictures. I was obsessed with taking pictures of Aurora breastfeeding. I wish I would have done a photo shoot. I wish I would have done like a breastfeeding photo shoot. The only thing that I kind of did was on Mother's Day, we had matching outfits and I had a vision, a Vishon. And I had Jenny come over and take pictures of me and Aurora. And I did a lot of breastfeeding pictures there. But in retrospect, I wish I would have done like a legit photo shoot. I just didn't know they existed until recently.
They exist, girl.
I didn't know people did like Mother's Day photo shoots. You know, I'm a big fan of mini sessions.
Yeah.
Like,
so cute.
give me that.
So smart.
Yeah.
I think we need to tell them.
Guys, we have a secret.
The secret's about to come out. these mini photo shoots are amazing because it's like a quick way to get a bunch of photos
Yeah.
in and out, perfect for moms.
Yeah.
And we learned about it because we had a local Maryland photographer reach out to us and tell us that she wants to work with us.
Yeah. So we're super excited.
We are super excited. Her name is Mamilennials, and her
Photography business
is named Mdree
Photography.
So cute. She is so much fun.
Yeah. And super cute.
Super cute. And she's doing Mother's Day mini photo sessions.
Yes. On April 25th.
Yep.
In Silver Spring.
In Silver Spring, in a studio. Think florals, think clean, think beautiful.
And as you guys are listening, her VIP link should be up.
Yes.
On her Instagram.
Yes.
So if you go to her social, which is Mdree Photography.
That's Mdree Photography.
Hope you all know how to spell photography. The link should be there for you all to sign up. And if you sign up, we're going to be there.
We are going to be physically there. Let's call it a meet and greet.
I love it.
Mamilennials meet and greet.
At Mdree's Mother's Day Minis.
We're so excited.
We're so excited. And I can't wait to see it all come together.
Mamilennials out of the hub. In the flesh.
Out in the wild.
Out in the wild. Watch
taking
out.
Photos. Being moms. Being your mom bestie.
Please, please, please sign up so that we can meet you. We really want to meet some of you all in person.
Yeah.
A lot of you that are in the area have sent us DMs. We are so excited to meet you in person. Hopefully you sign up for this. And Mdree.
And there's more.
There's more. And Mdree.
You get a discount. You get a discount. You get a discount.
Reel it in, girl. You're embarrassing me now. I'm just kidding. For our listeners, Mdree has so graciously offered a 15% discount on the full gallery upgrade, which is amazing.
Absolutely. So you sign up for the minis. It comes with a certain amount of photographs. And then if you want the full gallery, so all the ones she takes, it's an upgrade and she'll give you 15% off that upgrade.
Yep.
Yay.
She'll give you instructions on how to do that.
Yeah.
All you have to do right now is sign up.
Sign up, baby girl. Take those pictures, breastfeeding or not.
Exactly.
Take your kids. Don't take your kids. I don't care. I'm in a mood.
Watch out, y'all.
I'm in a mood. Weaning's got me in a mood.
Like I said, she's more excited than I am. It's okay. I'm getting there.
Yeah. You'll get there.
I'll
can
get
do
there.
this.
I can do this. Going back to the photography thing, though, or the photo shoot.
Yeah.
I have so much respect for the moms who have pulled off these gorgeous, heavenly looking photo shoots. I'm talking, you know, the moms. I'm thinking maternity right now, but I've also seen the same vibe for kids breastfeeding and capturing that moment, like the white flowy gowns and the clean aesthetic. I can't pose like that. I would be
neither can I.
So awkward. Maybe if someone told me what to do, but you know, sometimes their faces are so like somber.
Yeah.
And I just smile.
Same. I mean, anytime I try to not smile, I
look terrible.
Not a good look. I'm like
resting bitch face to the T. It's really bad. It's just not a good look. My mouth looks weird.
Myself.
Yeah, I don't look like myself either. So for all the moms that have figured that out,
yeah, props to you.
Props to you.
Teach us.
I also am kind of surprised you didn't get that type of photo shoot done, but at the same time, you're very DIY, and you're like, I can just do this at home. You're just good at figuring out how to make it look good with an iPhone.
Well, and like, I'm not cheap in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
In most things, I'm not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But on this one, I'm a little cheap.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard for me on many, not because I don't value the quality of the work, because I know it's wrong of me to be cheap on this one, okay? Mm-hmm. It's just because I'm going to post those pictures, then I'm going to forget about them.
Yeah, you have to be more intentional with it.
You know, I don't have any pictures up in my house.
I do. We took family photos when Mila turned 1.
Like, you do a great job at that.
And we plan on doing that with Layla.
I have one wedding photo up
mm-hmm.
in my house, and my cousin gave it to me.
Shout out to the friends that get some of our photos framed for us and give them as gifts.
Because I just
do that when in doubt.
Money on it.
Look, I'm loving this stuff.
Pours another glass.
I'm also very thirsty.
Wow, you're not breastfeeding anymore. That breastfeeding thirst should be over.
That's another thing that has been interesting. I used to feel so hungry all the time with breastfeeding, and that has shifted a little bit, which I'm glad about. I'm telling you, once I get over this little hump, it's over for y'all. Mm-hmm. I'm getting my stuff back in order.
Yep.
I want to be waking up early because I'm going to work out, not because I'm pumping. Mm-hmm. Going back to some of the shifts that you feel, I think you talked a little bit about kind of a weight being lifted. I definitely started feeling that way the first day that I didn't pump. And I was kind of right about to start those final days, those final nights of bedtime feeds. And I could just feel this physical layer falling off of me, dissolving. And I felt lighter, but I also felt sad. And I think that's been the hardest thing about this transition, where I'm feeling a crazy amount of happiness and a crazy amount of sadness all at the same time.
Well, I think the weight part of it, at least for me, it was this moment of, I remember I had this moment of, I am no longer physically responsible for nourishing this baby. Mm-hmm. And that lifts a weight.
It does.
This baby has other ways to grow and thrive, and it no longer depends on my physical body. Mm-hmm. And I don't think your supply really has dipped, but I was struggling at the end of my breastfeeding journey to keep my supply up. I was drinking 1.5 gallons of water every day, multiple electrolytes throughout the day, eating only things that would benefit my supply. It was a lot. And not having to do those mental gymnastics, that was nice.
Yes, all of that. I think there's a huge portion of our mental load that comes from that.
I will say, I'm a very disordered eater. And when I was breastfeeding, I was a very ordered eater, and I was eating with intention. And during that process, I was like, I'm going to keep this up when I'm done. And I was surprised at how quickly I reverted back to my old ways.
That's interesting.
Now that a baby wasn't depending on me, I didn't have that extra pressure.
It's interesting. I'm kind of the opposite. Mm-hmm. I
feel like you're more of an intentional eater in general.
Yeah, but I wasn't eating while I was breastfeeding in a very intentional way. I just was eating more calories and drinking more water. I think you bring up a really good and interesting point around the responsibility of nourishing a child. Some people ask, why are you so emotional about this? Aren't you happy that it's over? And that kind of thing. But it's the end of an era. Mm-hmm. And
yeah.
If you give yourself the goal of, like me, to reach a year, then that means that she's going to be walking soon. And she's already starting to talk a little bit in her own language. And
in her own language?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not in her own language. Layla says words.
Yeah,
And I understand them.
she does.
The other day I said, you just laugh at me. And you said, because I laugh, just because I laugh, it doesn't mean that I don't agree.
I agree.
But she says words.
She does. She does say words. But it's kind of the page turning. And if you're so lucky to have a breastfeeding journey, you build such a close bond with them. I think another reason why I get emotional is because I don't know if that was the last time I'm going to breastfeed.
Like ever.
Yeah. Still being on the fence about a third. I don't know if that was the last time. And I have a lot of mixed emotions about it. Sometimes I'm like, I'm cool with that having been the journey. And sometimes I'm like, I kind of want to do that all over again. I also think this time was interesting because I wasn't at work. I think one of the reasons why it was so challenging for you was because of your work schedule, getting away from the meeting or...
Yeah, I mean, pumping at work, I just, oof.
To maintain it.
And I have a lot of autonomy at work. And it was still very hard.
Yeah. It's hard to accept that time is moving really quickly. And my baby's not a baby anymore.
She's still a baby.
She's not a really, really little baby anymore.
Yeah.
She is still my baby. I also think about how when I stopped breastfeeding Mila, and she turned 1, it just felt like the years after that flew by.
You say that, yeah. I mean, I don't feel that way. I'm struggling. But I trust you.
Let's just wait till she gets to 2.
Yeah.
I think after 2.
I will say, I do think this year has gone by relatively... I don't know.
It's because of Mamilennials.
Because I say that and then I'm like, it feels like a long time until she turns 2.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to tell people she's almost 2. And then I'm like, it just doesn't feel like she's almost 2. I hope I blink and I hope and I don't hope that I blink and then she's 2.
Yeah. You're going to blink and she's going to be 4.
Yeah.
You're like, I kind of can't wait.
I can and I can't, right? Another reason why I think now I feel so happy about the weaning and all of that is because, like you said, there is a bond. There is a big bond. And sometimes I wonder if that bond bit me in the ass.
Interesting.
Because of how attached Aurora is. And I love it. But it is a lot, and it's still a lot on me physically. It's still a lot on me emotionally. It's a lot for me to regulate myself. Today we went on a walk. She got a new tricycle. We went on a walk with, pushing her on the tricycle, and I had to come here. And I tried to come home multiple times, and she was upset that I wasn't the one pushing her on the tricycle, even though Steve is very capable and even more fun. Like, I'm safe. He's like, oh, let's do a wheelie, and
I can relate.
It ended up with us coming home, me being like, I have to go. I have to film. I have to do this. And she was still strapped in the tricycle in the living room, just screaming her head off, Mama, mommy, 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 mommy. And, I love the way we're bonded, and I hope that carries us for forever. But yeah, sometimes I wonder if I hadn't breastfed her or, hadn't breastfed her as long, if things would look different.
That's an interesting thought to have. I don't think I ever would have thought that.
I don't think you have a Velcro baby.
Exactly.
Because it takes a lot on me.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, if I were in your position, maybe I would think the same.
I would still do it, right? If I did everything again, I would still do it all over again.
Yeah.
But yeah, because even for that first year of her life that I was breastfeeding her, she was so attached to me. And, if I hadn't breastfed her, she would have had to take a bottle at some point in times. That was a big thing for us too.
Yeah.
My most surprising thing was how, honestly, relatively easy my weaning journey with Aurora was. Because I I mean, I did a bunch of research, right? Because I thought it was going to be really hard.
Yeah.
And I went with like a few different methods, and it was like one of them is like don't offer but don't refuse. The other one is like to wear covered clothing and like tight clothing, because you may not have had an animal.
I'm smirking because none of that was relevant for me.
Yeah, Aurora would start ripping my clothes off and if she wasn't getting boob. And so I was like, okay, this is going to be really hard. And then the first thing I did was start wearing really tight and like high up clothing. I was really covered so she couldn't pull anything out. And then I did don't offer, don't refuse during the day. So if I didn't offer it, if she asked for it, I would give it to her. I wouldn't refuse it, but I also wouldn't offer it. Whereas before, if she was crying or upset or I felt like she was hungry, I'd be like, okay, here's my boob. Mm-hmm. And we had a couple of times where she would like pull at me and I would give it to her, but I weaned off like in like a couple of days.
Yeah, a couple of days is crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember if you had engorgement?
No, I did, but I would pump. And I was still feeding her at night. And remember, my supply had dipped. I already didn't have a lot of milk. So I felt engorged a couple of times and I would just pump out whatever I had.
Yeah.
But the daytime ended up being pretty easy. And I just out of habit ended up being super covered up for a long time until recently. And she's become like re-interested in my boobs. She'll like put her hands in there or, look. And she'll say, chiche, mama. And I'll say, sí, esas son las chiches de mamá. And then it's kind of like she remembers something. Mm-hmm. She's like, wait, I think these brought me comfort. Or there's something going on in her mind. But she doesn't realize that she used to feed from there.
Yeah.
So the thing with Aurora, right? My whole weaning process was like, let's see if this works. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that intentional. Mm-hmm. And it was much shorter than what I anticipated. What I did was to stop the nighttime feeds is I stopped going in. And I would send Steve.
I remember.
And that took a few days. Mm-hmm. I had talked to my LC, lactation consultant, and she said, send him in. It's a comfort thing. Send him in. As long as you're sure she's eaten enough, do that. She said 2 days, she'll be over. That took like a week. So then I started just feeding her to go to sleep. And then I had stopped going in the middle of the night. Once I felt like she was more so sleeping through the night, I started going in again, covered up. So I would help her go back to sleep, but I wouldn't give her boob. And then I had a work trip coming up, and I was like, I should probably wean before my work trip or it's going to be really hard. And then it just so happened that I had events, and I didn't do bedtime 2 nights in a row. And on the third night, I was like, what happens if I don't give her boob? Mm-hmm. And she fell asleep. Then the next day I was like, this isn't going to work again.
And it did.
And then she just fell asleep again. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of kept going like that. Then, when she would get up at night, same thing. And then one day I got a little too confident. And I was, at that point in time, I was still like really sweaty from the hormones. So I was sleeping in just a nursing bra. And I went in there and my boob popped out. That was rough. She was like, I had to call Steve because at that point I had made it like 3 or 4 nights.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm not going back. Mm-hmm. Like at this point, we've made it to the other side.
Yeah.
So I called him in and it took him a while to get her down. But after that, that was it. And I'm really happy it went that way. But I do also wish I would have known when my last feed was. In the day, at night, whenever. Like, I don't remember it because I just fed her to sleep one night and was like, okay, I'm not doing bedtime tomorrow and I'll feed her after that. And I think one night I was supposed to be home for bedtime and then I wasn't actually home. I didn't think about it. I didn't take a picture of it. And I do wish I had.
Yeah, I get that. I'm a big memento gal. Mm-hmm. So I like having a photo and that kind of thing. My process for weaning this time around was a little different. I have a wedding that I'm going to, and
Lay's not invited.
Lay's not, well, actually, she was invited, but we're not taking her.
Yeah.
Long story short, I thought about how much I need this trip and how excited I am for this trip. And I could not envision taking my pump on this trip. I don't want to pump on this trip. I just want to enjoy. I want to be free. And so I started doing the work, and I reached out to the pediatrician to see if it was okay. I wouldn't have done all that if I felt like she still needed it for another month.
Yeah.
So I reached out and I said, hey, this trip is coming up. I'd really love to be weaned off before this trip. She's sleeping through the night. She's eating solids really well. Is this okay? And she was like, yeah, I don't have any concerns if you don't. And so I used ChatGPT to create a weaning schedule, and it worked perfectly.
Wow.
It literally worked perfectly. I gave the start date, I gave the date that I wanted to end by, and it gave me a schedule to follow, and I followed it to a T. And I actually ended up weaning 2 days before my original goal.
You overachiever.
Today was actually supposed to be the last night, because I was like, I'm going to make it all dramatic and do the last feed right before we record this episode. So I'm just a ball of tears.
And here we are.
And I haven't cried once.
I'm kind of disappointed. It's your turn to cry.
I cried last time. I cried last week with the preschool one.
Oh, wow. I guess I just don't remember. It's your turn to cry again.
You think I have crocodile tears? They're not real tears.
No, I know they're real. I feel them in my heart as well.
Me and you recently learned how much toddlers should be drinking.
I was giving way too much milk.
Whole milk toddlers should be drinking after switching.
Yeah. I was giving Aurora like double the amount of milk that she's actually supposed to have.
And I wasn't giving Layla enough. I mean, granted, it's been like 2 days, but
still, it's been months for Aurora.
It's okay.
It's fine. But, again, I was like, I'm just going to stop giving her bottles in the day or, whatever. I'm going to stop giving her milk in the day. I'm just going to do midday and then bedtime.
Yeah.
And she's been fine.
Yeah.
Like, she's been completely fine.
Sometimes it's bigger in our heads than it is in real life.
Yeah. Well, and I kind of did the same thing. I'm like, if she asks for it, I'll give her.
Yeah.
But I have to tell her nannies tomorrow. Like, hey, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Putting the calendar together for family that is, taking care of the girls while we're on this vacation. And I had used the template that I used last time we did this. And there were so many instructions about the breast milk. Mm-hmm. And I just deleted all of it. Mm-hmm. I was just like, 4-ounce bottle, here, here, here. And that's it. Mm-hmm. Don't even heat it up. We're not heating it up. And Layla is adapting because she adapts.
I would love to know what other Mamilennials do, because Aurora will not touch that milk if it's not heated up.
It's not one of those things where you just stop heating it up and it might surprise you.
No, actually, I tried that the other day.
Oh, dang.
She was being crazy about it, and I was like, okay, you don't like it cold, but I would love for you to drink it cold. So here you go, straight out the fridge. And she went, bleh.
Sounds like she's not going to be drinking any more milk.
And I was like, ugh. I'm like,
just
can
cut
I
it
do
off.
That? Can I just stop giving her milk?
I think you can soon.
I got to talk to her pediatrician because,
that's another weight that's going to be lifted. You haven't been fully weaned yet.
Yeah, because I'm like, this is a lot.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, it's the end of an era. And you know what? It feels so monumental for us as moms, but everyone else who didn't do it, I don't think they really understand. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm being petty or sentimental or emotional or whatever, but I just want to yell from the mountaintops and tell the world that I breastfed my baby for 11 months. Everything needs to stop. Everyone needs to acknowledge and clap for me.
Go, Aaron.
Because it is such a commitment, Jocelyn.
It is.
It is such a commitment. And I don't think that people realize how much goes into it. There's a lot of people that just say, oh, you just pull your boob out, whatever, it just comes out. No.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
I mean, once you get the hang of it, maybe, but it's a lot.
It is a lot. And it's a lot that I had forgotten about. Right now, when you were talking about the schedule and deleting all the breast milk instructions, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah. It can't be out for more than 4 hours.
Yes.
It can't be in the fridge for more than 4 days. It can't be frozen for 6 months, more than 6 months.
You can't refreeze it.
Unless you, but you can if it has one icicle in it. And then it can't be in the freezer for more than 6 months unless you've got a deep freezer. It like all of those rules.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a magnet on my fridge.
And then the mental calculations around when I'm supposed to breastfeed versus pumping. You throw drinking an alcoholic beverage in the mix, that throws everything off. It's just too much. So this is a huge accomplishment that I'm very proud of.
Yeah. Cheers to the end of an era.
To brain fog.
Lifting,
hopefully. Can I get my memory back? Or is that just permanent?
Good luck. I don't know. I mean, cheers. Okay, let's end the episode.
Onwards and upwards with no pumps.
I was going to say, should that be the affirmation?
Oh, our affirmation.
Our affirmation.
Onwards and upwards it is. We're on the up and up.
We're on the up and up.
All right, guys. Call to action. Don't forget, pick up
some
some sana. It is so good.
So good.
All right, y'all.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening and being a part of the Mamilennials community. If you liked this episode, hit that follow button, connect on our socials, and don't forget to share with other mommies.
Want more? Head to our website, read our blog, grab some merch, and check out our other episodes. Until next time, bye.